It starts quietly, almost imperceptibly, a sensation that something is off, a faint pressure in your chest that you can't quite name. It's not pain, not yet, but deep inside, a silent alarm is sounding. Your heart, an organ that has tirelessly sustained you through every moment of your life, is teetering on the edge of catastrophe. Right now, within the intricate chambers of your chest, blood is struggling to reach its destination. Cells are fighting for oxygen, and a biological countdown has begun. The frightening reality is that most people never see it coming. Let's take a journey inside the body at the very instant a heart attack unfolds. Picture yourself shrinking down, gliding into the labyrinth of arteries, entering the muscular walls of the heart itself. Here, you'll witness one of the most dramatic medical crises as it erupts, second by second. Understanding this process isn't just an exercise in science, it's a glimpse into what could one day save your life, or the life of someone you love. Because every 40 seconds, somewhere in the world, a person is experiencing this very event, and their life is forever changed. The human heart is a marvel. It beats more than 100,000 times each day, sending blood coursing through a network of vessels that, if stretched end to end, would circle the planet more than twice. It is a reliable engine, built to endure a lifetime. But like all machines, it is vulnerable. The seeds of disaster are sown quietly over years and decades. Fatty deposits, known as plaques, begin to accumulate along the inner walls of the coronary arteries. Made of cholesterol, fats, calcium, and other substances, these plaques seem harmless at first, but slowly, silently, they grow, narrowing the arteries and tightening the margin of safety. As long as a trickle of blood gets through, the heart muscle, the myocardium, can keep beating. But the balance is razor thin. The heart is walking a tightrope, never more than a moment away from a fall. And sometimes, all it takes is a single, unpredictable event. Imagine one of those plaques suddenly rupturing, splitting open like a cracked pipe. The contents spill into the bloodstream, and the body's emergency response is immediate. Platelets, tiny cell fragments, rush to the scene, trying to plug the breach. In doing so, they form a blood clot, a plug that, instead of healing, becomes a barrier. Within seconds, blood flow is blocked. The passageway narrows to nothing, and the heart muscle beyond is starved of oxygen. Deprived of its lifeblood, the heart muscle scrambles to adapt. The cells shift to anaerobic respiration, a backup system that doesn't require oxygen. But this desperate measure comes at a cost. Lactic acid builds up, and pain begins. This pain isn't always what you expect. For some, it's a crushing tightness in the chest. For others, it radiates to the jaw, the back, or the left arm. Sometimes, it's mistaken for indigestion or dismissed as anxiety. But inside, the heart is sending a distress signal, one that grows more urgent by the minute. If blood flow isn't restored within 10 to 15 minutes, the situation grows dire. The mitochondria, the tiny powerhouses inside each cell, begin to shut down. The cell walls rupture, spilling enzymes into the surrounding tissue. The body detects the destruction. A protein called troponin leaks into the bloodstream, a telltale marker that doctors use to confirm a heart attack. But you won't feel this. All you'll feel is an increasing tightness, a sense that something is very wrong. Inflammation spreads, turning a small blockage into a widening zone of destruction. The heart, resilient as it is, tries to fight back. Smaller blood vessels nearby open wider, struggling to reroute blood to the starving muscle. Sometimes these collateral vessels can provide a little relief. But in a major heart attack, it's rarely enough. The affected area becomes electrically unstable. The heart's rhythm falters. This is when the danger escalates. Instead of beating in its steady cadence, the heart's lower chambers, the ventricles, may begin to quiver in a state called ventricular fibrillation. The heart stops pumping blood effectively. Oxygen delivery halts, not just to the heart muscle, but to the entire body. Collapse is imminent. Unconsciousness follows. In these critical moments, only a defibrillator, a device that delivers a life-saving jolt of electricity, can reset the heart's rhythm and offer a chance at survival. Heart attacks are often silent, or their symptoms are easily misinterpreted. Some people feel no pain at all. Others experience unusual fatigue, dizziness, or nausea. Women, in particular, may have vague or atypical symptoms, leading many to dismiss the warning signs as stress or indigestion. But the underlying destruction is the same. Heart cells dying, tissue inflamed, the clock ticking toward irreversible damage. As oxygen delivery fails, the brain launches the body's fight-or-flight response. Adrenaline surges, the heart rate climbs, pupils dilate, and blood vessels constrict. But there is no predator to escape, no enemy to confront, only an internal crisis. In the most severe cases, lack of oxygen to the brain leads to fainting, seizures, or death, sometimes within minutes of the initial event. The immune system is quickly mobilized. White blood cells flood into the damaged area, clearing away dead cells and beginning the process of repair. But too much inflammation can worsen the problem, compressing blood vessels and reducing flow even further. It's a delicate balance between healing and harm. The heart is not the only organ in jeopardy. As its pumping power fails, blood flow to the kidneys, liver, brain, and muscles slows. Toxins accumulate. The entire body begins to suffer. This is why heart attacks can lead to multi-organ failure and why rapid medical intervention is so vital. In the emergency room, every second matters. Blood tests and electrocardiograms are performed immediately. If a heart attack is confirmed, doctors race to clear the blockage, often threading a catheter through the arteries to the site of the clot, inflating a tiny balloon and placing a stent to keep the artery open. Blood flow is restored, but some damage may be permanent. Each minute of delay means more heart muscle lost. For those who survive, recovery is a long road. The heart muscle heals by forming scar tissue, which can never contract as powerfully as healthy muscle. Medications become a part of daily life. The emotional toll, anxiety, depression, and fear can be as daunting as the physical recovery. Yet there is hope. CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation, can keep blood and oxygen flowing to the brain if the heart stops. Automated external defibrillators, or AEDs, are found in public places and can be used by anyone. No medical training required. Every minute without defibrillation reduces the chance of survival by 10%. Prevention, too, is powerful. Quitting smoking, eating a balanced diet, exercising regularly, and managing stress can all reduce your risk. After a heart attack, these changes become not just recommendations, but a lifeline. The warning signs of a heart attack are clear: chest pressure or tightness, pain in the arm, back, or jaw, shortness of breath, nausea, cold sweats, dizziness, or fainting. These symptoms can be subtle, but they are never trivial. Don't ignore them. Don't wait. Some heart attacks are silent, causing damage with no warning at all. This is why regular checkups and monitoring cholesterol and blood pressure are so important. The earlier you detect a problem, the better your chances of intervening in time. Ultimately, your heart is the drumbeat of your life. It asks for attention, for care, for respect. Understanding what happens during a heart attack is more than a lesson in biology. It is a message of survival, a call to action. Every beat counts. Take care of your heart, and it will take care of you.